Dear children, welcome to chapter Coordinate Geometry session 4. In this session, we shall study about section formula and midpoint formula, and also we shall see how to solve the problems based on section formula as well as midpoint formula. Yes, in our previous class we studied about distance formula and how to find the distance between any two given coordinate points, right? Today we shall see section formula and midpoint formula. Let us take two coordinate points A and B. This is A and B whose coordinates are x1, y1 and point B, its coordinates be x2, y2. These 2 points are separated by a point P and its coordinates are x, y. These are divided in the ratio m1 is to m2. That is AP is equal to m1 and BP is equal to m2, and the formula is given by, to find the coordinates of point P is given by this formula, m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2 and m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 divided by m1 plus m2, right? Now, if it is divided in the ratio k is to 1, suppose this is ratio k, not m1 is to m2. If it is k is to 1 ratio, then the formula is just changed in this way. Substitute the value of m1. What is m1? It is k, and m2 is what? 1. Then you will get the new formula. Coordinates of point P, x, y is given by k into x2 plus here 1 into x1. It is equal to x1 divided by k plus 1 and k into y2 plus y1 divided by k plus 1, right? Now, suppose the distance is in this way. See here, I will take new points A and B. You know the coordinates of point A, it is x1, y1 and B is x2, y2. The point P, now the point P is in between the 2 points A and B. Take it as a coordinates of P is x, y. So, m1 is here 1 and m2 also 1, means they are equally divided. That is midpoint formula. How can you find the coordinates of point P? Coordinates of point P is given by the new formula. See here, m1 is 1, m2 is also 1. So, the formula is changed in this way. See, 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to what? 2. Similarly here, 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1. It's equal to 2. Therefore, the new formula, midpoint formula, is given by x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. See here, inside the bracket, the first one is indicates its x coordinate and second is its y coordinate, right? Now let us solve some problems. Exercise 7.1, question number 1. Find the coordinates of the point which divides A -1, 7 and B 4 minus 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. Yes, 2 points. Take the 2 points A, coordinates are given -1, 7 and another point B, coordinates are 4 minus 3 and the point P there is a point P and its coordinates are unknown. We have to find it, and the ratio is 2:3. So AP is 2 and BP is 3, or M1 is 2 and M2 is 3. Now use the formula and write down first point A. Here A is what? -1, 7, and B is the point 4, -3. Now write down, this is x1 coordinates, x1 and y1, and this is x2, y2. Now we have to find, and M1 is what? M1 is 2 and M2 is equal to 3. Use the formula. Section formula is what? P x comma y is equal to, can you recall the formula? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2, and another point is what? M1 coordinate point M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Now substitute the values. M1 is known. M1 is what? 2 into x2 is 4 plus M2 is equal to 3 into x1 is -1 divided by M1, it is 2 plus M2 is equal to 3. Then M1, again substitute the values. M1 into y2 is -3 plus M2 is equal to 3 into y1 value is 7 divided by M1 plus M2. Simplify again, you will get 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 2 4s are 8 minus 3, here 5 in the denominator. 2 3s are 6, sign is minus 6 plus 3 7s are 21. So on simplification you will get, simplify again, 8 minus 3 is equal to what? 5 divided by 5, then 21 minus 6. 21 minus 6 is equal to 15 divided by 5. Can you simplify further? Yes, we can. 5 ones are 5 ones are, see here, ones are gets cancelled, 5 ones are 5 threes are. So point P is what? 1, 3. Therefore write down the answer. Coordinates of the point P. Therefore coordinates of the point is what? 1, 3. Now let us see next question. Find the coordinates of a trisection of a line segment joining 4, -1 and -2, -3. Yes. Let the two coordinate points A and B, whose coordinates are 4, -1, B, -2, -3. Now these 2 points are given and we have to find the trisection of line segment. Trisection means this AB line segment is equally divided into 3 parts. So take this as point P and this as point Q. Now it is equally divided into 3. Let the coordinate point of P be x, y. We have to calculate this, and also coordinate point of Q be capital X, capital Y. Now first we have to find what is the coordinate point of P, x, y. Later we have to calculate coordinates of point Q. Now we know AP is equal to 1, PQ also 1 and QB also 1. So it is divided equally into 3 parts. Now imagine if Q is not here, only P is the point on line segment AB. Then can we find the coordinates of point P by the help of section formula? Yes, we can. How? P x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 and m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So use the formula and find it. Right. Now m1 is what here? M1 is 1. AP it is 1 and m2 PB is equal to what? 1 plus 1. It is equal to 2. Right. Now write down here m1 is equal to 1 and m2 is equal to 2. Therefore, use the section formula P x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Y coordinate is what? M1. We can find these coordinates separately also. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Now substitute the values. What is M1? M1 is 1 into x2. It is given. Let it be. See, this is x1, take this as x1 and this as y1. Similarly, this is x2, y2. Now substitute the values. m1 is 1 into x2 is what? Minus 2 plus m2 is 2 into x1. x1 is 4 divided by m1, 1 plus m2 is 2 and again y coordinate m1 is 1 into y2 is minus 3 plus m2 is equal to 2 into y1 is equal to minus 1 divided by m1 plus m2. Simplify again. Minus 1 2s are 2 minus 2 plus 2 4s are 8 divided by 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Here 1 3s are 3 minus 3 minus 2 1s are 2 divided by 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Simplify. It is equal to 6 by 3 and minus 5 by 3. Simplify. 3 1s are 3 2s are. So it is equal to 2 minus 5 divided by 3. Therefore, coordinates of point P, write down. Point P is equal to 2 minus 5 by 3. Similarly, find the coordinates of point Q. How can you find this? Imagine P is not on the line segment AB. Then only we can find the coordinates of point Q. If P is not on the line segment, what is M1? AQ is M1. It is equal to 1 plus 1. It is equal to what? 2. So M1 becomes 2 and M2 is equal to what? M2 is equal to 1 only. M2 is equal to 1. So M1 and M2 will be changed now. M1 is 2 and M2 is equal to 1 for next coordinates of point Q. Right? Now find coordinates of point Q. Therefore Q capital X comma Y. Use the same formula. What is section formula? Use it. I will write directly. M1 into X2. See, this is point A. 4 minus 1, and point B is what? Minus 2 minus 3. This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, and this point is Q. Now we have to find the coordinates of Q. This is 1, again 1, it's also 1. So M1 is what? M1 is equal to 2 and M1 is equal to M2 is equal to 1. So M1 into X2, M1 is 2, M1 is 2 into X2, X2 is minus 2, this is minus 2 plus M1, M2 is what? 1 into, this is 1 into X1, X1 is 4 divided by M1 plus M2, and coordinates of Y coordinate M1, M1 is what? 2 into Y2, Y2 is minus 3 plus M1, M2 is equal to 1 into Y1, Y1 is minus 1 divided by M1 plus M2. Simplify again, you will get 2 2s are minus 2 2s are 4 plus 4 1s are 4 divided by 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Here 2 3s are 6 minus 6 minus 1 1s are 1 divided by 2 plus 3 is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Simplify again. You will get 0 by 3 and minus 7 by 3. Therefore, finally coordinates of point Q is what? 0 minus 7 by 3. Right? Therefore, coordinates of point Q is what? 0 minus 7 by 3. Now let us solve question number 4. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining minus 3, 10 and 6 minus 8 is divided by minus 1, 6. Read the question carefully and what is given and what is asked. Here point A is given minus 3, 10. Point B 6 minus 8, and the ratio is asked, and the line segment is divided by a point P. It is given minus 1, 6. So what is M1 and what is M2? So M1 is to M2 we have to calculate. So write down. This is x1 y1, let it be x2 y2. Right now here m1 I will write one by one. Point A is what? Minus 3, 10, and point B is given 6 minus 8, and point P also given minus 1, 6. So we have to calculate what is M1 is to M2. Right? Take this as x1 y1. This is x2 y2, and the coordinates of point P are x comma y. Now we have to use the section formula. What's that? Section formula P x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2 and its y coordinate. Write down m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now substitute the values one by one. X, it is known, so write down x is what? Minus 1. See, this is x, and y is what? 6, and x1 y1 x2 y2 all are given. Only m1 and m2 have to be calculated. Now x minus 1, y is what? 6, that's equal to m1 unknown, x2 m1 into x2 is what? 6 plus m2, it's also an unknown, keep as it is, into x1 value is minus 3 divided by m1 plus m2, comma m1 into value of y2 is what? Minus 8 plus m2 into value of y1 is 10 divided by m1 plus m2. Now we can find any one of the coordinate, either x or y. See here, this is x coordinate, so x coordinate is equal to x coordinate, or y coordinate is equal to y coordinate. We can take any one of the coordinate. Now I will equate x coordinates, right? So minus 1 is equal to what? m1 into 6, it is equal to 6m1 minus 3m2 divided by m1 plus m2. This is enough. Now cross multiply, you will get, on cross multiplication, m1 plus m2 into minus 1 is equal to 6m1 minus 3m2. Simplify, you will get minus m1 minus m2 is equal to 6m1 minus 3m2. Now carry minus m1 to right hand side, minus 3m2 to left hand side. Then you will get, what do you get? Simplify again. Is equal to minus m2 minus m2. It is in left hand side, minus m2. Carry minus 3m2 to left hand side, it becomes a plus 3m2. So it is equal to 6m1, and carry plus m1 to right hand side, it becomes a plus m1. So it is equal to, simplify, 2m2 is equal to 7m1. Now m1, carry m2 to right hand side and into 7 to left hand side, it becomes what? Now m1, carry m2, then it becomes divided by m2. So it is equal to, what is there? 2 only, divided by, into 7, it becomes divided by 7. So it's equal to m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. Now take down question number 5. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining point A 1 minus 5 and point B minus 4 5 is divided by the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the point of division. So here what are given? 2 points A and B. Take it as A. Point A is, coordinates of point A is 1 minus 5 and B is minus 4 5. Here we have to find the coordinates of the point of division. So take any point P, but it is given that clearly it is on x-axis. So point on x-axis is always in the form of x comma 0. So we have to calculate what is m1 and what is m2. We have to calculate this ratio and also coordinates of point P on x-axis. Now this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we have to find first m1 is to m2 also and coordinates of point P also. Here use the section formula. What is section formula? P x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1, m2 into x1, that means m2 into x1, m1 plus m2, then y coordinates m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Substitute the values. P, coordinates of point P is what? X comma 0. That implies what? This is x, this point is x and this is y, right? Here it is equal to, substitute the values, m1 unknown, m1 into x2 value is minus 4 plus m2 is unknown, keep as it is, m2 into x1 one value is 1 divided by m1 plus m2. Next find the y coordinate, that is m1 into y2 value is 5 plus m2 into y1 is minus 5 divided by m1 plus m2. Simplify. It is equal to, see here also I will simplify first, minus 4 m1 plus m2 into 1 is equal to m2 divided by m1 plus m2, then 5 into m2, 5m1 minus 5m2 divided by m1 plus m2. It is equal to coordinate point x comma 0. So here we can understand x coordinate is equal to x coordinate and y coordinate is equal to y coordinate. First I will solve this y coordinates, that is y coordinates are equal. So equate 0 into 5m1 minus 5m2 divided by m1 plus m2, right? Therefore 0 is equal to 5m1 minus 5m2 divided by m1 plus m2. Now simplify again, you will get what? 5m1 minus 5m2 is equal to, see here, divided by m1 plus m2 carry to right hand side, it becomes what? 0 into m1 plus m2. So it is equal to product of any number with 0 is equal to always 0. Therefore 5m1 is equal to plus 5m2. Carry minus 5m2 to right hand side. Therefore m1, 5 gets cancelled. So m1 divided by m2 is equal to 1 divided by 1. So ratio m1 is to m2 we found now it's equal to 1 is to 1. Now equate x coordinates. X coordinates here x is equal to x coordinate 4 minus 4 m1 plus m2 divided by m1 plus m2. Then you will get the value of what? X. We need that x value. Now we know the value of m1 and m2. m1 is equal to 1 and m2 also 1. Therefore value of x is equal to minus 4 into m1 is what? Here it is already found now. 1 plus m2 is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So x is equal to minus 4 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 is equal to 2.